Good evening and welcome to the hour dedicated to talking about all things strange, weird, and paranormal. You're listening to Strange Talk, broadcasting on 1660 AM in Northside and 91.7 FM HD2 WVXU in Cincinnati. We're also streaming at radioartifact.com around the entire planet Earth. The intro track to this episode and most of our episodes is the Strange Talk intro by Starsilk, and I'm your host, Alyx.
And I'm your host, Creature.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the little weird delay we had there, hiatus, break, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much after Halloween, my voice has been going in and out for the last month and a half. So that obviously has made it difficult to record. You can still hear that my voice is kind of not really here. So
yeah, I mean, to be fair, it sounds good at least.
It sounds, you can hear it. It's like my voice has been cracking like a 12-year-old boy. And I'm not sure at what point I get concerned.
Yeah.
I literally took a week off work and did not talk to anybody for that week. And that helped a lot. So I don't know if it's overuse or what. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been hard. It's been hard out there for sure.
Yeah, it's been a weird... The last month and a half has felt like a whole year in that time span, honestly.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I figured we'd just have a little catch-up episode here of, what's been going on before... next week is Christmas. When did that happen?
Yeah.
The second spookiest time of year after Halloween.
Yes, unfortunately, viewers at home, you missed our Thanksgiving episode where we talked about the haunted turkey.
There was no Thanksgiving episode. It's not real. It's conspiracy. That's what they want you to think. It's what Big Turkey wants you to think.
Big Turkey wants you to think.
Yeah, and people, people are thinking like this syndicate that sells turkeys. No, it is one gigantic turkey who rules over us all. And he's really mean.
Yeah, they call him Ator, King of the Monsters.
Yeah, don't look him directly in the eyes or in his little, what's the little thing on turkeys that hangs below their neck? Don't look at that.
Gobblers, yeah.
Is it actually a gobbler? Okay, yeah, don't look at that. That will be the last thing you see if you look at that.
Yes, and I am taking the stance that is what that's called, and I don't care if you have a degree or not. You're wrong.
Are you going to argue with the big turkey? Because we've already established that's a bad idea.
Yes.
Am I looking this up on the internet now? Yeah.
I missed this.
Oh, no, it is actually called a gobbler.
Is it really?
Apparently, it's also called a tom or a snood. Ew, this is more than I ever wanted to know about turkeys. It says females prefer to mate with long-snooted males, and male turkeys defer to males with longer snoods.
Really? They're just like us then.
Really? I mean, what is humanity if not a bunch of turkeys?
A bunch of jive turkeys deferring to people with snoods.
My favorite mural in Lexington is this mural that's really, really, really high up on like this really like tall building that's like probably 10 stories. And it's just a mural of a really ugly turkey, but it's like painted really well. And I'm just like, why a turkey though? Like Lexington's like big on horses. And don't get me wrong, we have enough horse murals and statues. We're good. But a turkey of all things on this skyscraper, I have questions.
I don't know. It makes me a little happy that we just have like a giant mural of Hunter S. Thompson and like Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, I mean we've got weird murals like that too. Like we've got a mural of Apollo, like the sun god, which is sick. And then a turkey. And most recently, they had someone paint a horseshoe on the side of a building, and it's well done, but it still looks tacky because we did not need any more horse stuff in the state of Kentucky. We are full up on horse stuff.
I love the idea of the hyper realistic horseshoe on the side.
It is. No, it is. That's exactly what it is. It is also on a building that was briefly a high-end designer horseshoe store. Not horseshoes like metal ones. Like they took Nikes, took them apart, and made them so they fit horses.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So,
what a decadent CEO thing to do.
I think it was an artist. I don't know if it was like a statement about. I don't know.
You're like, it was an artist. I don't know if it was a good artist.
I don't know. I mean, like, I guess at least they were like reusing shoes, but I still have so many questions. So many.
You know, it's times like this.
A
giant baseball bat, and I'm like, I'll take that. I'll take that. A giant, like 8-story baseball bat.
You know, I know we were like, let's wait and talk about Christmas stuff until next week. But if we're talking about horses, do we want to go ahead and talk about MYUU?
Yeah, actually, because MYUU is a folklore character that I do know about MYUU, and I know about like the tradition. I don't know a lot about the history, so if you know stuff I don't know, I'd love to hear it.
Well, it is a tradition from South Wales. I'm not sure that this is where wassailing comes from, but wassailing is part of the tradition. And if you're like, what's wassailing? Well, usually it's like you show up at people's houses and you either like sing or you like do the whole food and drink thing. It's
famous,
similar to caroling.
Very famously, it has its own song. It's that famous.
Yeah, which I hilariously don't know any of the other words to.
Here we come a wassailing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know that line and nothing else. We're just going a wassailing, and after that, it's not my business.
We should go wassailing in Lexington, just break into people's houses.
Well, so I was just thinking about this because where else would it be so easy to get a horse skull, which is what you need for a MYUU, because you go a wassailing and somebody is wearing a hobby horse with a horse skull mounted on a pole, and they carry it around and they have a sheet to make it like look like it has a body. I would love to get a horse skull and go, I mean, caroling for better, like I guess, in Kentucky, because people would be so confused.
And depending on where you go, it would probably pretty well received.
I don't know. I feel like the horse skull people would be like, oh, a horse. And get a little freaked out by that because they'd be like, oh, that's gold here.
That's gold. My God.
But yeah.
I will say, actually, they're just because it's all in my mind, and we're kind of rapping freestyle tonight. Mary Lude has a cameo in a Bob's Burgers episode.
Really?
Yes, there is an episode where the kids go to like this like hippie farm that's supposed to be like how they did stuff in the 1600s, and to liven things up. It's like a Halloween episode.
Which is
not a Christmas
funny because this custom, the first recorded tradition of it was in 1800. So
yeah, well,
they were before their time.
It's great because it's a Halloween episode too, which is extra funny because, you know, it's decidedly Christmas character.
Christmas and Halloween are the same if you want them to be. If you're me and you celebrate Xmas instead of Christmas, and
Listen,
you just have an all black tree and put a bunch of bones on it.
There is a like woman in her 60s nearby me who has a variety of like 12-foot tall skeletons that go up at Halloween and stay up till afternoon.
Yes.
And the thing is, they don't slouch. They do like a whole like Halloween thing.
In my neighborhood did that. They had it up for Halloween, and I saw them take it down like right before Thanksgiving, and I was so sad. But then they put it back up, wearing a turkey shirt and like a chef's hat and holding like a turkey drumstick, and it was the funniest thing. Or like it was a pilgrim hat, not a chef's hat. It was the funniest thing. And I thought that they were going to keep it for Christmas, and they did not, and I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, this lady apparently sewed Jack Skellington clothes for one of them. She made her own clothes.
That's amazing.
And the other one is Jack Skellington as like a 12-foot tall Santa Jack Skellington.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this lady goes all out. Like,
that's amazing.
Like, I always get excited around Halloween and Christmas. It's like, ooh, the
spookiest times of year.
I believe off season I call her Halloween lady whenever we drive past. It's like,
nice.
Oh, Halloween lady's getting ready.
Nice.
Yeah, it's. I actually contacted her on Facebook Marketplace when I was looking for a torso for conventions.
Did you try to buy her skeleton?
She actually had a full body mannequin.
Nice.
But I missed it by 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
I was so upset because it was like $10. It was like a full body mannequin for $10.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, it was so cool, but I was so disappointed. I was like, that would have been sick to just bring with us for t-shirts. That would have been awesome.
I guess to finish explaining what Mary Lude is.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you go wassailing around, but what makes it slightly different from, your normal caroling is you'd have a group of people, and you'd go up to a house, and you request entry through song, basically. And the people at the house will tell you no, but it has to be through song. So I heard someone once describe this as basically a rap battle. And I love that. So basically they go back and forth, them trying to get in, the horse trying to get in, the house people trying to be like, nah, dude. And they're singing back and forth until one of them relents. And if the horse wins, they come in and it's a big party and food and drink. And they'll, the old legend that I always heard was that they eat all of your food and drink all of your wine. But I assume it's actually just a party. I don't think they'd actually just be like, we're stealing all your stuff now. The horse skeleton says we have to. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I guess that really depends on if you like that neighbor or not, really.
So I think you'd have to be strategic about it. If it's like your friend, which I would assume you would do this to your friend because you don't want to party with your neighbor you hate, But I don't know, maybe it's a bonding, right?
I was gonna say you misunderstand Mary Lude.
Well, I haven't gotten to do it because I don't have a horse skull. So if you got a horse skull, hit me up. We can go wassailing.
We need to get together and just very southernly. We're gonna go a wassailing.
We're going wassailing. I feel like you gotta go wassailing in Versailles.
Hot diggity dog. It's time for some wassailing.
Gosh. I just truly love how bizarre, like, I said this before we started recording, but like Christmas is the second spookiest time of year. It's all about ghost stories, weird creatures, haunted horses trying to get into your house and steal all your alcohol. You know, what isn't to love about it? If you don't get clothes for Christmas, the Yule Cat might come and eat you.
It's funny you say that, because when I was a kid, you know the Christmas song, Most Wonderful Time of the Year.
Uh-huh.
And he name drops in scary ghost stories of Christmas long, long ago.
Because back in the day, they used to tell ghost stories for Christmas.
Yeah. And that's what I was
And where did that tradition go? I'm tired of the sparkles. I'm tired of the Mary. I'm tired of the ribbons. I want ghost stories.
Well, it's apparently a part of English Christmas still in some places. Because I always thought as a kid he was just talking about what's it called? A Christmas Carol. I should know that. But no, it's a whole tradition. And actually, fun fact, I'm a little bit of a fan of Lovecraft. Mm-hmm. Despite some of his not great stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
he would.
We can't get none of that on the air because yikes, dude.
Yeah. But he would actually write Christmas. He would write Lovecraftian Christmas poems every year. And I always thought that was sick. It was Christmas ghost poems about the elder gods. And I'm like, you know what? People don't talk about that enough, and that's pretty great.
We should Christmas. Let's make Christmas spooky again.
You know what?
Got to put the hex in Hexmas.
Live on air idea. Why don't we each get a short Christmas ghost story for next episode?
I like this. We can tell some Christmas, because we've gone over a lot of Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
I feel like let's bring back our own. Let's tell some Christmas ghost stories.
We could each do one. It'd be real fun, and then
we might even get to do more than that, because we'll have a whole hour.
Oh, and you know what else? Should we tell the audience the plan for next week?
The plan?
Not live, but in person, live for us, in person episode.
Yes. So
it'll actually be our first episode we record together.
Yeah, that's true.
If you don't count me cameoing in the Scarefest episode.
To be fair, you would have just been on the episode if I'd had a fourth mic.
I was honestly okay, interacting.
There was a lot of stimulation because there was people there was the speaker going, there was music in the background that for some reason had the Stone Cold Steve Austin intro in there. There was a lot happening. Apparently the Pokemon intro played at one point.
If just in case anybody thinks that I was not cool with that, I was very grateful there were two other people there to take my place during that.
Yeah, we talked to so many people that weekend, which was great and fun, but it was a lot.
There's a reason we were gone for a hot minute, guys.
There was a reason because the week after that is when I lost my voice, was because we talked nonstop through all of that. But yeah. Also, I sound like I'm kidding about somebody give me a horse skull. I'm not kidding. Somebody get me a horse skull and I will do this. That is not a joke. I need a horse skull. I want to go a wassailing with a horse skull.
I was gonna say, I'm very proud that I know you well enough to know that was not a joke, that you want a horse skull.
Yeah, I just want to make that clear to everyone listening. Bring me a horse skull. I'm not joking. I need one.
I meant to, when we were at Scarefest, there were people that sell bones there.
Mm-hmm. I have a cow vertebrae on my desk now that I got a couple weeks ago at a Krampus art market.
Nice. Well, we're in Kentucky. I feel like somebody out there in Radioland will be able to supply
Listen,
with a horse skull.
if you own a farm Animals die. It happens. It is a natural state of life. It sucks to deal with. If you happen to find that one of your animals has passed away and that their skull is sitting there and you don't want this horse skull, I will take it and I will go wassailing with it. And I will show you the creation of putting on the ribbons and everything for it because I think it would be really fun and really cool.
I was going to say, I like the idea of you being like, it's a hassle to deal with that body.
I mean, it is.
I will make you have to deal with 10% less of that body.
So, genuinely, do you know how many random texts I get from people where they're like, hey, it's winter. This possum froze to death outside my house. Do you want to come get it so you can have its bones? And I'm like, yeah. So, sorry to any of my past landlords. Every place I've ever lived, there's all kinds of animals buried in the backyard. It is what it is. Sometimes I get to dig them up before I have to move. Sometimes that doesn't happen. So
I kind of love the idea of a former house you lived in getting bought by a family of 4. Dad goes to
digging up bones nonstop.
I say dad goes to till the lawn because mom wants a garden, and there are just endless amounts of animal corpses.
There's not that many. And at least it's like clearly an animal. Like if they dug up a human bone, that would be way freakier.
Like I've had to use like a tiller like that before, and like it sucks. I can't imagine running into animal corpse after animal.
Well, if it's just the bones, which all of them would be just bones at that point, I mean, you know.
Hey, I think you should bury more bones. I think that should be your new thing.
I mean, I think it already is my thing. All right, so we were talking earlier, and you were like, do you have any creepy stories from recently? I said no, and that's because these aren't really creepy stories, but they're weird stories. So firstly, does Louisville have a Fright Nights there, or is that a Lexington specific thing?
Yeah, we have Fright Nights, yeah.
So Fright Nights here is now doing Krampus haunted house for Christmas. Oh, okay. So I went last weekend. I don't know if anybody in Lexington, I think it was a limited run. I don't think they're doing it anymore, and I don't know if they will do this again next weekend. But if you don't want to be spoiled on this, turn it off now. Because we went into this and I was like, this is Christmas. Like their whole thing's Halloween, and this is like they're only doing it for like I think one weekend. So like I bet they're really gonna phone it in on this because like you don't have to put that much effort in if it's only one weekend. Like people are looking for stuff to do. They didn't.
Like, look, I wouldn't play.
They did not phone it in. So we got there. There wasn't that much of a line. The person kind of like working the crowd before like going in was just like dressed as Santa and was like acting like your drunk aunt at a Christmas party. It was like, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. And was just like doing that with everybody and just like, we've been waiting for you all night. And I was just like, well, we're here now, you know? And like my one friend like did not know how to like interact with that, was just like, yeah. Because I don't think that they were expecting it at that moment, which was funny. But
I gotta give props to the ballsy move of opening with drunk Santa at your Christmas haunted house.
But it wasn't Santa. It was like somebody's aunt dressed as Santa. They had her walking around, and then there was also somebody dressed as a gingerbread man that was like walking around just dancing, which was really funny.
Just doing the floss.
Kind of basically. Well, because like there's not as much creepy Christmas music, so their playlist was like rave Christmas music. I don't know how else to put this, but then they also had a projector going that was playing a bunch of like weird, obscure old horror movies, which was really cool. So that was us standing in line, and we get to the front of the line. And I don't have an explanation for this. The person letting us in was a clown. Was not Christmas themed at all. Just a clown. But that's fine. Honestly, I'm cool with that. I feel like that was maybe just like their costume from Halloween. But she did such a great job. So they moved to a new location this year and it was in this warehouse. So she leads us in and you have to go down this like metal ramp. And she was walking behind us and I was like, well, that's kind of weird. She's walking behind us. I guess she's making sure we don't get lost. And then she jumped on the metal and it made this giant clang and scared the crap out of everybody. It was great. So she leads us in and lets us loose in there. And everything else in there is kind of like murky from there because like there was a bunch of different scenes. Like there was obviously like the kitchen and there's like blood and guts everywhere. And they were like, oh, they're going to eat me next. And I'm like, wait, who's they? And why are they going to eat you?
Who's they?
Yeah, like I was... My problem is I've gone through so many haunted houses that I don't really react. Like, even if I get freaked out, I'm just like, hey. And then, like, my partner who's with me also doesn't really react. And so we're both just like, okay. Like, literally, one of the people who was, like, creeping and trying to, like, freak us out was behind us and, like, jumped out and did the, like, thing. And, like, we were just like, oh, hey. And he was like, look, I'm really trying here.
Like, I was gonna say, I don't know, we can't say your partner's name, but like,
Joe's been on the show.
Okay. I say I can just imagine, like, I've met Joe enough that it's just like they jump out and just nothing.
Yeah, no, we're both just like, okay. That guy was super nice, like he fist bumped us and everything, but it was just like, don't get me wrong, I'm not reacting, but that doesn't mean I'm not loving this. I'm sorry that I cannot give you the reaction that you want. I'm here to sacrifice other people who do freak out. That is my goal when I go through this stuff, which none of the people I was with are people like who needed that. So anyway, we're going through this whole thing. I don't remember everything until we climb up these stairs. And I was like, wow, this is cool. They have a whole warehouse. They put some stairs in here. I was like, where do these stairs go to? And we get to the stairs and there is a Christmas clown up there who's like all like peppermint candy and stuff, who's just going naughty or nice. And so there were three options. It was naughty, nice, or somewhere in between. And my first friend who gets asked this, I think, was the somewhere in between. And so she was like, okay, go down the chute. And my friend was like just feeling the wall, like, wait, is this a slide? What is this here? Because it was just a hole in the wall. Which was funny because I was standing behind her and I was just like, just get in there. Just get in there. Just crawl in there. It doesn't matter if it's a hole or not. Just go in there. Like, they wouldn't tell you to go in there if you can't. I was just like, go. Let's find what's in there. So they're sorting everybody.
Alex is in her 6-year-old coming out.
Well, no, I'm, it's not even the 6-year-old. It's the part of me that is so curious that I'm like, who cares? Go in there anyway. It's why I love the City Museum. There's a hole in the wall. Are you allowed in there? I don't know. Just go anyway. They don't care. So if they're saying I can go in there, yeah, I'm going in there. So my one friend ended up in the nice one, Joe, and my other friend ended up in the kind of in between. And she got to me and I was like naughty or nice. I was like, I don't know, Santa hasn't told me yet. And my other friend totally threw me under the bus and was like, naughty. So I ended up going down the naughty slide, which it was a slide. It was pitch black. I have never seen a slide that is pitch black on the inside. It was so cool. So I got in and I thought it veered to the left, but it went to the right. And apparently this didn't happen to anybody else. Everybody else, like, it was like a slow slide. For me, it zipped. It like flung me down it. And at the bottom of the slide was a ball pit. And I was so confused. And I like completely fell on my butt and I could not get back up. And there was like a worker at the bottom to make sure no one got hurt. And they were like, oh my God, are you okay? Because like my feet were in the air. And I was just laughing. I was like, I wasn't expecting a ball pit. This is amazing. And I like couldn't get my feet under me because like I had fallen into a ball pit with my feet not under me. And they just would not go back under me. So I was like wading through the ball pit. And I guess the naughty slide, you get out of the ball pit quicker. Apparently, I think Naughty and Nice was closest to the exit of this ball pit. Apparently, the kind of in between one, though, from what they told me, they also ended up in a ball pit, except instead of being like kind of up to their calves, it was like up to their chest. And it was pitch black in there. And there was nobody around. And they had to just find the way out of that. It was amazing. I was not expecting it at all. I was losing it. So we got out of the ball pit area, and there was a couple of other good things, and I'm not going to spoil anything else, but like the ball pit really did it for me. Like I was like, man, they're really going to phone this in. They did not. The ball pit was amazing. Who puts a ball pit in the middle of a haunted house? That's amazing.
That is pretty great. That's pretty expletive great. Yeah.
No, it was amazing. Like, and it wasn't, I mean, the slide to nowhere was a little bit scary, but like, again, I've been to the City Museum. There's a lot of slides to nowhere there. So I was just like, all right, let's go. Whatever's at the bottom, like, I don't know. If I break my leg, I'll deal with it. But yeah, the reason I thought about that was because, yeah, they had Krampus in there. They had Jack Frost. I didn't see Jack Frost, though, but maybe I maybe I ended up in the wrong. Oh, by the way, when you get out of the ball pit, you can't find the rest of your group. Like, I was just standing there, and I was like, well, everyone's gone, so I guess I'm just going to keep going. And then one of them caught up to me, and then I was like, oh, okay, I guess we'll wait for everyone else. I was going to leave them behind because I was like, well...
You're like, they left me behind.
Yeah. There was a part where you did have to crawl on through a dark hole in the floor, and they made me go first. And I was just walking. And you walk into this, or crawling, and you crawl into this room where the lights are off. Mm-hmm. And then the light turns on. So like someone's like in your face. Except where I went first, it turned on, and all I saw was the gingerbread's feet. So I knew what was happening. So I stood up and I got out of the way while my other friend crawled through behind me. And my friend was crawling through and was like, I think I'm through. And I went, okay, I'm holding out my hand. Find my hand. And they grabbed my hand, and I helped them get up right as the light turned on. The gingerbread was right in their face. And I could have warned them, and I just didn't. I just didn't.
Well, you're giving them the full experience. You're being a good
I hope that they enjoyed that and weren't like, wow, Alyx just threw me to the gingerbread man.
Now, is this the same flossing?
I'm not sure, because there was also there was a dead gingerbread man on the floor at one point whose head had been bitten off. So I'm not sure if there was many gingerbread men's.
That's pretty sick.
Men. Yeah, no, it like honestly, like I really expected them to phone it in. It was really fun. Apparently they're doing a Valentine's one, and I'm excited. Oh, and we didn't do it, but apparently you can pay $10 more, and then the actors can touch you.
Oh.
Which, to be fair, they kind of had to there anyway because of the ball pit. They were really having to help a lot of people up. It was amazing.
They're like, this wasn't bad, but we might not do this next.
Yeah, genuinely, like the ball pit wasn't until like halfway through the haunted house, and I was like, I mean, like it's a haunted house, it's fine. And then we got to the ball pit, and I was like, this was amazing. Oh,
that's great.
But yeah, no, the reason I was thinking about that was I was like, oh, they should really put a MYUU horse in there next year, because that would be super cool.
That would be sick.
Right? Because you can just put all the Christmas traditions in there because it's all super spooky. So that is what I did last weekend on Saturday. And then, oh, actually, no, that same day, I just had a wild Saturday is what it was. That morning, I sent pictures of this to our Discord. That morning, a friend of mine had posted, she works at the Historical Preservation Society in town. Yeah. And she had posted, they had this really old dollhouse there that is just massive. And they were like, hey, can somebody come get this? Like, we just don't have the space for it anymore. And so I was like, oh, I've been looking for a dollhouse, and like to buy one online is stupid expensive. So expensive. And I would rather get one that I can fix up and make it look how I want it to look, you know?
And also it's free, isn't it?
And also it's free. You just have to come get it. And she kept stressing to me. She was like, I need you to understand this thing's massive and it's really heavy. And I was like, okay, like, sure it is. So my friend who went with me to the haunted house owns a truck. And so I went, hey, will you come get this dollhouse with me? And she said, yes. And so I was like, sick, we got a truck, because I measured it and it would not have fit in my car.
Damn, and so you got a decent amount of room in your car too. It
was by like 3 inches. It wouldn't fit. I was so mad, but the truck ended up working out better. But it was funny because I was like, sick, I got a truck. And then I woke up that day and was like, oh no, we're both like 5 feet tall. We can't lift that thing by ourselves. So luckily,
Joe?
What? No, Joe was asleep because Joe works nights, and this was in the morning. So luckily, 2 of my friends came to help. And and super saved the day there. So the four of us got it out of the Historical Society, which, by the way, it wouldn't fit through the doors because I guess when it had been originally wheeled in, the doors were off the hinges. So that was its own challenge getting it out of there. We finally got it out of there onto the truck and got it to my house all in, well, mostly one piece. Some of the siding had fallen off, but I think that had already been falling off, and that will be an easy repair. And it looks super creepy, super cool, and I can't wait to fix it up and make it look like a fun, like, witch house.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
So I had a wild Saturday after a depressing November.
Yeah. Today, we talked a little bit about this before the show, about kind of being, just open with everybody. We've both been in a pretty just not great place for many reasons.
Yeah, I've just been wildly busy at work, which coincided with when I lost my voice, so the timing kind of worked out.
Yeah, and I just wanted to put it out there for everybody, and I'll probably talk about this again next week, but this time of year sucks for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And if you at home, if you're having seasonal depression or the holidays are getting to you, just hang in there. If you need to talk, there are resources for you out there. Talk to friends, talk to families.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
don't
have
go
to
through it alone.
Yes, exactly.
Like this time of year can already be really like isolating. Winter, sometimes you can't go anywhere, but like we have the internet now. Go bug your friends online, make them play a stupid video game with you. Anything.
Steam sales coming up, guys.
Steam sales coming up. We're gonna have some spooky Christmas ghost stories. Like, just whatever part of the season you enjoy, hold on to that, and just really, I think this is a good time of year for hedonism. If there's something you enjoy, go enjoy it and make yourself feel better. Like, there's no sense in feeling alone this time of year.
If I'm gonna recommend a Christmas movie that I genuinely think anyone can enjoy, whether you hate Christmas or not.
Are you gonna say Die Hard?
No. Although that does count. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Ooh.
Everybody, if you haven't seen it, you have to. If you have seen it, you have to. It's a great movie, hilarious. Has the original Betty Boop actress in it.
Oh yeah.
Just an awesome movie, and just remember, if there's something you don't like, the new Simpsons Christmas episode looks like it's gonna be sick. It's a 2-parter. I'm not often excited for new Simpsons stuff, but I am this upcoming Sunday. It's gonna be awesome. And just look for the things that bring you a little bit of light this time of year, because it's you got people that love you and people that care about you, and don't go it alone. You don't need to.
Yeah. There's no sense in all that. And honestly, if it makes your heart happy, put up your twinkly lights. Like, genuinely, Christmas traditions are about what make you happy. You don't need to do what makes other people happy. Mm-hmm. If your family likes a traditional Christmas tree, but you enjoy putting your Christmas tree on your ceiling, then by all means do it. Do what makes your heart happy. Take care of yourself this holiday season. Like, I can't stress that enough. When seasonal depression is the worst.
Yeah, and it's been rough, but I'm actually had a pretty nice day today, and it's I keep hoping to continue to have those.
Yeah, that's all you can do, right? Just hope tomorrow will be better. Which, that sounds really bleak when I phrase it like that, but I don't know.
To quote National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's in hell. it's the holidays and everybody's in hell.
I don't know if it's just like my dark sense of humor, but like I really loved the doing the like, well, it can't possibly get worse, right? And not in the sense of like I actually think that, but like laughing about that of like, oh, it can definitely be worse tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I think that's my weird dark optimism. I don't know what to call that.
Dark optimism. It you know, to be fair, it will get better.
It genuinely will. I mean, tomorrow could be worse, but like overall, it will get better. I'm to the point that usually I phrase that as it's going to get better because I will drag it kicking and screaming to get better.
Yeah, there's a song I like called "Love in a Dangerous Time," and one of my favorite lyrics from that song that I kind of hold in my heart is the lyric, "You gotta kick the darkness till it bleeds daylight," which, if for a love song, is a sick line, right?
Yeah.
But like, it's something, you know, genuinely, like, things will get better, we'll make them better, that, you know, it's just how it is, you know?
Yeah.
It's been a rough year for a lot of people. It's been a rough decade for a lot of people.
It's been a rough life for a lot of us.
A lot of people, yeah.
If you're, you know, like around our age range, the weird thing that like I didn't expect to start liking around this age range is like how many of my friends come back to town around this time of year and I get to see them. So that's something that I've been kind of holding on to as wow. It's the one time a year I get to see all my friends that are now like scattered across the globe.
And you also, you know, you have a lot of people, like my dad's birthday is Christmas Eve. And, you know, like his father's who passed like back in 91, his birthday was Christmas Day.
Wow.
And it's one of those things, like, you know, I've really kind of learned over the years that like this season really is just what you make it.
It really is. And if you have a friend or loved one who has a birthday anywhere near Christmas, show them some extra love because their birthday gets just fully overlooked every year.
Oh, there's always birthday cake at Christmas time. And it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, and fully in it, it's like, you know, we as humans developed holiday. There's a reason there are so many holidays this time of year, and it's because that it gets cold and dark outside, and it's a survival mechanism. That's what it always has been.
Oh yeah, I want to hibernate in like nobody's business right now.
and that's the thing, is like there's no shame in not having it in you.
If anything, shame on society for not letting us hibernate.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is, you know, like, really, you don't have to, if you hate Christmas, this goes out to those people too. If you hate Christmas, just try and be near some loved ones this time of year. I know it sucks that there's a bunch of stuff that you're not a fan of. I get it.
Just find the things that you do enjoy about this season, and it doesn't have to be Christmas things.
Exactly. Hey, have a Festivus. Invite your hip Seinfeld friends over and have a Festivus.
I can't tell you what to do, but if you enjoy lighting couches on fire in your backyard, it's your backyard, and I can't really tell you no.
Well, to be fair,
I mean, the cops might, but I'm not the cops, so.
I was gonna say, to be fair, that's a Louisville tradition. Whenever we win a major sporting event, is burning couches.
I thought that was a West Virginia thing. No, I thought that was a West Virginia thing. So I know that is a thing.
It's, you know, and it's just, man, just have fun. You don't, you know, like, look, if you don't want to watch Jim Carrey's The Grinch, if you don't want to get trashed on eggnog. I
forgot. When we were leaving from picking up the dollhouse to turn back on the main road.
Yeah.
I was like, nobody will ever believe me. We were sitting in the truck waiting to turn, and there was like a long line of traffic, and part of that traffic was somebody dressed as the Grinch, like a full bodysuit on a motorcycle blasting classical music, just blasting down Broadway. And right as they passed us, they turned and did this dramatic look at us, like in character as the Grinch. Like, I don't know how to describe this, but it was like a side eye where it was like a full, like the full upper body turn and like looked at us. Probably because we had a weird dollhouse in the back of the truck. And then turned back and just like, they didn't stop at all through any of this, but it felt like in slow motion to me, where I was like, because like my friend was sitting next to me and I like literally turned to her and was like, no one is ever going to believe us.
I like to imagine that it's just like the weird alpha move of like, oh, you're not going to out weird me with your weird doll.
No, I think it was entirely in character because like I can't.
Oh, no. I love that.
I can't even describe this turn. It was so like sassy. It was Jim Carrey's Grinch was what it was. The movement, whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
I don't know, but I was like, no one is ever going to believe me. It was like when I kept saying Elvis around here and then like one person in the car wouldn't see Elvis. And I was like, I swear Elvis was right there. Which we finally found Elvis. He is a very lovely man. He's an Elvis impersonator. I should hit him up. He said he would come on the show.
Oh yeah. We need that. We need that bad.
Yeah. We got some people we need to reach out to too, to get them on the show. Now that we're back into doing it. Maybe I need to do this more because I feel like my voice is stronger now that I've been talking. So maybe my issue is that I haven't been talking. I'm not really sure at this point.
Oh God. Yeah, I was going to say, I would love to get, remember, Dr. Weatherby had,
Dr. Ruher Willoughby?
Oh my God. Dr. Weatherby.
This is what happens when we take a month off. Everything goes out the window.
Dr. Weatherby is from a cartoon, and I feel like an idiot. Yes, Dr. Willoughby. I apologize, Dr. Willoughby, if you hear this. Yeah, we ended up meeting with one of Dr. Willoughby's students, or I met up with at a Scarefest, and are a vampire drag queen.
Yes, we need to. Yeah, so we need to follow up on that.
You know what else? Mr. Stoker and oh my God,
Dacre?
I almost said Dr. Weatherby.
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say.
I thought you were trying to say Dacre.
No, yeah, I was gonna say Dacre and Dr. Willoughby both were like, "Oh, hey, hit us up after the new year." Almost the new year, guys.
It is almost the new year, and that's why we're gonna get some strangeness into this year. We had a little unplanned month off. That was not a season break. That was a mental health break and a Alex needs to have a voice again break.
Yeah.
It's not like we haven't been doing things. There is a whole giveaway that Alluring Podcast is doing. You can win an ornament that I made that is, I have to pull it up because I don't remember what I painted. Oh, it's Mothman on one side and a Fresno Nightcrawler on the other.
Oh,
there's all kinds of prizes. Go check out the Alluring Podcast page. It's a free giveaway. So it's not like we haven't been doing things. It's that we haven't been recording.
Yeah, we haven't been recording, and it's you guys wouldn't have wanted us recording anyways. So it's good to be back. We're both in a good place.
You would have heard me like, this week on Strange Talk, which might be fun for an episode, but not more than one.
Yeah, and I don't think they need to hear the long, dark tea time of the soul that is my depths of depression.
If you have seasonal depression, make sure you get that looked at and checked. Because
tell us about a monster creature. No.
Genuinely, I always used to have really bad seasonal depression, but now that our seasons are flipping and global warming is going to kill us all, I get it in summer now because you can't go outside in summer without your face melting off. So say goodbye to winter depression. Say hello to summer depression. Which I think summer depression's slightly easier to deal with because you can get more vitamin D.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, I was gonna say, it's I think I think this time of year, I think once we all kind of get through it, get going, we're gonna have a good time, enjoy your holiday, and I'm going to sound like an idiot, but I forgot to set up my clock, so I don't actually know how deep into the episode we are.
I mean, we're at 50 minutes, so we're about at time here. And that sounds like a good enough wrapping point to me.
I was about to sign off, and I was like, I don't actually know.
No, we can sign off. We can sign off whenever we want to. What if I just ended the episode there? Didn't even do the sign off, just... And then you never heard from us again.
Oh my God, no, you should do that. Like where you just cut off at.
I'm not going to cut it off. No, no, because I need you all to tune back in next week for our creepy Christmas stories.
Oh, that's true.
True. Yeah, so we'll dig up some ghost stories for
scary ghost stories.
Technically it'll be the day after Christmas, but I mean, you'll be playing with whatever new things you got, whether that's a pair of socks so the Yule Cat doesn't eat you, or a horse skull that somebody happened to give you. All those nice things.
Fan.
Genuinely, please, if you find a horse skull, I need this.
Real quick, what is the appropriate way to give you a horse skull? I'm assuming it's not flinging it through your front window with like...
No, because then it'll break. Literally just text me and be like, hey, I got a horse skull. And I'll be like, sick. Tell me where to meet you. And it will have to be in public in case I don't know you. But,
Well, why would you want to... What, are you telling me you don't trust to meet up with somebody in private that has severed animal body parts in their car?
It depends on who it is and how well I know them.
Hey, Alex, I got a dead horse for you.
Genuinely, if anything, the other person might want to be more concerned considering how many animal skulls and teeth are all over my house.
That's
Or
fair.
the giant haunted-looking dollhouse in my garage. Or the giant banner in my garage that just says death. Why? I don't know. I didn't feel like getting rid of it after my birthday party.
Just for the audience at home that doesn't know you, hasn't gotten to know you personally.
I think they probably have over the last 7 years.
When I talked to Alex at one point about 3D printing, and
oh no,
their immediate reaction was like, oh, I could print so many teeth.
Which has become relevant again recently. I need a bunch of 3D printed teeth. Because I have an idea.
I have a dream.
I have a vision.
Oh, God. I'm kind of excited to see it.
I will tell you once we're not on air, but I feel like I want to make this happen first before I tell anybody else, so no one steals my idea.
Oh, you know how they are.
Exactly.
Well,
can't
I guess.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and sign off. And you dorks gotta tune in next week. I don't know why I just called you all dorks. You dorks gotta tune in next week to listen to some spooky ghost stories for Christmas.
Yes, from our spooky radio family to yours.
And most importantly, happy almost Yule. The sun's almost back, guys. I know winter's depressing, but hey, sun's returning soon. So, on that note, we're going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Good night.